masks have become the must-have accessory of 2020, worn to help slow the spread of COVID-19, according to guidance from the CDC. While face coverings come in a variety of forms, new research suggests there's only one way to wear them effectively. They should cover your mouth and especially your nose, as once demonstrated by New York Governor Andrew Cuomo.
This is a mask. This is a chin guard. Nobody told you to wear a chin guard. Wear a mask.
According to a new study by researchers at the University of North Carolina, the cells lining the nose were significantly more likely to become infected with and shed the coronavirus than those lining the throat and lungs, meaning every time an infected person exhales through their nose, they're likely releasing a higher concentration of virus than if exhaling through their mouth. These findings leave no room for the so-called chin strap look.
If somebody's wearing their mask, like we've all seen people wear, covering their mouth but not necessarily covering their nose, then they're still getting the majority of that virus in their body out into the environment, which means they can infect other people. So bringing that mask up, covering the nose, is one of the most important steps you can make.
It didn't take long to sniff out some uncovered noses while walking the streets of New York City.
Did you know you're wearing your mask wrong?
No, I didn't.
You're supposed to cover your nose and your mouth. How hard is it to wear a mask over your nose and mouth?
It's hard, especially I have to wear my mask at work all day. I'm not going to be wearing it outside. I can't breathe.
Do you mind telling me why you're wearing yours not over your nose?
Because it's hot.
How come you don't have your nose covered?
My nose is covered.
Okay, now it is.
Aside from covering your nose and mouth correctly, mask material matters. A Florida Atlantic University study showed bandanas allowed cough droplets to fly 3 feet, while fitted cloth masks stopped them at 2.5 inches. And if you're making a mask, this newly published study says double the layers.
2 layers or more is what you need in a homemade mask. And the CDC says homemade cloth masks work well. The more layers you have, the better, 2 being the minimum.
And here is an example of 2 layers of fabric. And this mask actually has a pocket for a filter. You can literally put a coffee filter inside, or you can find a paper filter online. Remember, the mask really should fit snugly over your nose and your mouth. And also, okay, this is... Hello. And also, you want to make sure that it doesn't move around when you're talking. Make sure you wash them regularly, and you want to have multiple masks so you can alternate.
A lot of people said what that one woman said, like she didn't like wearing it because she felt like she couldn't breathe properly, couldn't get enough oxygen in, or maybe too much carbon dioxide. But what does science say about that?
Yeah, sure. It does feel like it's hard to breathe, but science and the American Lung Association just put out this statement saying masks are designed to be breathed through, and that there's actually no evidence that low oxygen levels occur. Now, they did say if you have lung conditions, using a medical N95 mask could cause some carbon dioxide buildup in your body, but that's only if you have a medical condition. And remember, those N95 masks are only to be worn if you are a medical worker. And by the way, check out this emergency medicine doctor in Dublin, Ireland. He actually did an experiment wearing 7 masks, and he showed there were no changes in his oxygen level and no issues with his carbon dioxide levels going up. We're not wearing 7 masks.
Yeah, but that's good to know.
Vicki, what about those masks that you see some people have and they have like little vents in them?
Yeah.
They look like professional or something, or a painter's mask.
Multiple public health experts have come out and said those masks are not helpful because they allow your germs to escape through the vent. So that's not helping to protect people around you. Those masks, Carson, were designed to make it easier for people to breathe if they're painting or doing woodworking.
Okay.
So they don't breathe in the dust and they can breathe out. They're not recommended for preventing the
That's
spread.
good to know, because I saw some and I'm like, oh, that guy got it.
Yeah, they look more official.
Yeah.